Okay. Anyways, Andy, when are we gonna start?
So what if
Dude,
I
what do
told
you
you I've
think
been
of-
recording a bit of this?
You
What?
kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you doing this again?
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, I'm here today with a bunch of boys from the PBF. We have this big idea planned. They can all say hi if they choose.
Yo.
The
Hey.
boys. The sausage party.
Hey, what's up, guys?
My name is Scoot, aka Simple.
No, that is
Don't
not.
believe his lies. Come
Right
on.
there. You're not good.
You don't even have the voice nearly down.
I don't
Yo,
know.
what's good, YouTube? Simple, Scoop.
That's
Just-
not
just
Scoot
try and do
either,
it
by
right.
the way. That's Spazzy.
Alright, if you heard any of that, you'll know that I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys with me here today. And we're just gonna
Yeah,
be talking
Okay.
we're just gonna be talking about our teams we drafted for the PBF season 7. Am I right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
The season
Has
I'm gonna
Scoot said
finally win.
anything yet?
Nope. I said hello.
He's just listening going,
So I was thinking we could
So,
just go.
Who we discuss first, then?
Why don't we just
Alright,
go
Scoot, go first.
from left to right, starting with Evansville all the way to Blackmont?
Okay.
a name change
Okay.
here as well.
Yeah,
Those team
I
sucks.
okay. Okay, what's your... That's not what you told me before. What's your actual opinion on the team?
I think it's pretty good. Maltese is pretty weird, in my opinion. With your team structure. I like your first couple picks. I don't like, I prefer Xena Crosmo to Hydreigon, personally.
I love
Yeah.
your ground switching.
But here's the thing, though. If I had Z Necrozma, how could I afford Z Samurai? I mean, come on.
You don't. That's don't.
But
What I want to know
Team
is how you started with Mega Kangaskhan, got broken mons like Necrozma, Hydreigon, and still had 5 points left by the end of it all.
I don't understand that either.
I have the most points left over out of any. I don't know, but that just means if I need to trade, I can trade up. So,
Can you trade me 5 points?
no.
Not how it works.
Sorry.
Can you just trade me 5 points?
Yeah, but
But good
going-
try. Good try.
Yeah, but going into this, I did
Went
not
into this?
have a plan at all. Someone suggested I actually get Mega Kangaskhan, which I've never used Mega Kangaskhan in any league ever.
Correction. AAA correction. Everybody suggested you use Mega Kangaskhan
No.
when you brought up the idea.
I told him not to.
He did.
Well, everybody
Yeah.
else said use it. When
yeah.
he suggested the idea.
After looking into that a bit, I actually got a little bit of help for most of my picks here. Not gonna lie.
you suck.
But yeah.
Who
We just
left?
lost
What?
someone.
Yeah, someone dipped. Oh, it was Curtis.
Oh,
Curtis, no!
well,
No,
Curtis
my-
did
my-
say he.
My friend, goodbye.
I didn't say bye though.
Oh, man.
People tend to do that. Anyways,
Especially Andy over here.
Yeah, seriously though.
Corey's accusing him like, no, seriously, dude, why you gotta do that?
okay, but
I just had to jump in. Really not to roast them just a little bit.
but yeah, I picked Necrozma around 2, and then the third round I wasn't originally gonna go with Hydreigon, but I ended up choosing that because in my mind I kind of figured that it would be gone that round, and I was right because apparently 2 people were gonna draft it third round, A1 and depending on what happened, Bronson. So happy I decided to get it now instead of waiting for it. Then I just kind of tried structuring the team around supporting those 3, and then also picked a. Not gonna lie, I added a couple of my.
Before I started paying attention, I heard Jews in Wood.
After that, though, I wanted to go with some mons that supported the team, so Lefty's good, gets screens, spikes, and then Tentacool also, it gets it gets hazard removal and a toxic spike save, so that's nice.
Starting
and-
after you saw like Tentacruel there, you actually started to notice that your ground switch-ins are almost non-existent at that point. So you went to Moltres and then Virizion right after. So
I
is that
guess-
pretty much your thought process there? Or like, did you notice that you had like no ground switch-ins whatsoever?
Yeah, I mean, like, Magnet Rise Klefki isn't alone. That's
not a
good
switch.
enough, obviously. So,
Levitate.
yeah, I did have Hydreigon with Levitate, but I guess I didn't feel secure enough about that, so, I went, well, it was actually for my, 6th pick. It was between Moltres and Talonflame, but I liked Moltres more, and picking Moltres would let me afford to get Z Samurai. So I went with Moltres.
Well, picking Moltres
And I mean,
Talonflame would allow you to get Z-Samurai anyway.
He means Z move.
yeah, no, it wouldn't. I would actually, if I did that, I'd actually be over by 1 point with the Z moves.
No.
Right, Talonflame
Yeah.
is...
Because that equals
Yeah, you're
22
right.
Z points right there.
See, but I think that the really important thing that we're all overlooking is that Galvantula is neutral to ground, so I mean it's a switch-in.
Yeah.
Galvantula the ground switch-in.
Galvantula the ground.
Galvantula
Yeah.
the
But
switch-in. Huh.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, well, actually, Galvantula, I didn't really want to go with at first, but there weren't really any other good electric types available, and it also gave me Web, which would help with my team in breaking. I just went with that as my last pick there. But I mean, I think I've got plenty of options, even without the webs for speed. I can always run either like Scarf Hydreigon, Scarf Moltres, Scarf Virizion if I want to. And I also have Thunder Wave Klefki and Necrozma if I really wanted to do that. So I've got plenty of options for speed control that way. I don't think there's much more.
Your explanations are extremely boring, okay, AAA? You gotta work on that.
Well, fuck. You know what?
I think
I was about to just straight up.
I think you have a good team,
Do what you
AAA.
want, AAA.
I think you got a good team and good
Well,
explanations. Is that it, AAA then?
All right.
Are you done?
I'm gonna just say right now, in my power rankings, which I did do, I ranked you number 12. Because there's just something about it that I don't like, you know?
There's just something about it you don't like,
There's just
of
something
course.
about it I don't like.
Feelings,
But-
man.
Don't worry.
Wait,
With Spazzy's power ranking, he did that with half the teams he ranked. There's just something about it I don't like.
Alright.
I was there with him during his stream when he was ranking everyone.
What do you?
I don't think your team is bad, but like, I think it could definitely use some work.
Scoot, what do you have to say? We want to hear what Scoot has to say. Good job, Scoot.
Hey guys, it's Zampro.
Nice try.
Scoot adding all the commentary in the world. Nice try.
All right. Well, thank you for your thoughts, Scoot.
And I can add one thing though. I will say that, like, necessarily have the best T-Fox situation. I do think Tentacruel is one of my personal favorite rapid spinners because it does have a lot of usefulness outside of just rapid spin.
Oh, no,
and it doesn't
Scoot
lose a
left.
lot.
Wait, Scoot left? Sorry, it's time to...
Oh, no. We scared him off.
Oh, there you go. He's back.
Okay,
You're good.
Scoot's back.
Accident.
We expected too much of him.
Oh, that's fine.
He just came back and you just... Okay.
Well, what I miss?
We were just
Oh,
saying...
nothing at all. Us panicking.
Corey was
No.
basically saying that he really likes Tentacruel as more than just a spinner. So, go on.
I like tentacle
Nice T-Spike Absorber as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally think I think it's one of the top, even top 3 personally for me rapid spinners. Like I think it's a really good pickup as far as getting rid of hazard.
Yeah, definitely.
It definitely, like, especially because you don't have to even rapid, like, Spike is over. Like you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Alright.
the second team is the Corey team. The Corey
Oh yeah.
The Corey's team.
I didn't.
Corey's in the house.
Indeed, I am.
So what?
Your team
The
is-
San Diego Snorlax.
I knew that.
These don't have a 10-minute explanation. That's extremely boring, like AAA's.
Okay, make sure I make it as boring as possible.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go eat some fries then.
So that's my
Oh wait,
team.
no, I ate them all.
All right, I'll actually give myself a little description here. Yes, I'll run through my thought process there. I knew the one thing I knew going into the draft is I wanted to go with Mega Diancie and Settlements together. So I ended up having second pick, which was a lot higher than I kind of wanted, honestly, because then it made me have to choose which one I wanted to pick first. Mega Diancie was probably the better choice, just because it is the better mon overall. Really, really wanted to build around Settlements, so like that's the only reason I picked it round 1. And plus, it does get usability with the C moves. I think it's good to pick it up earlier than not. And then, I mean, I know I sniped a few different people with Scissor just because I wanted to go, like, honestly, I wanted to go with as many 4 times weak mons as possible, just because I
Got
think it's pretty fun
All
to
right.
do that, but hey.
I'll just run HP Fire, Steel, and Ice Moltres all at the same time. Don't.
HP Fire
That's kind of the reason
Moltres,
wanted
I
to do
see
it,
you.
though, is because you have to choose your hidden powers very carefully.
Yes, Andy. Hidden Power Fire Moltres.
Yeah, I mean, then from there, I just wanted to build up quite a bit of bulk because that's a pretty offensive course. I grabbed like stuff like Tangrowth, Porygon 2, Quagsire, Umbreon. Porygon 2, honestly, I did not want to pick it again because I did have it last season. But Bren was just putting up such a fuss about it. I thought, you know what, I have to. I just have to.
Just a spite pick, not bad.
No, when you say that you wanted to pick up a bit more bulk because of that offensive core, you did that, but you did that a little too much to leave, like, not enough room for offense.
So let me figure that.
I mean,
Don't worry
you
about
got Volcanion and Toxicroak, yeah.
it.
I mean-
Don't worry
And
about it.
Azelf and
Don't
Jolteon,
worry
but the
about
rest
it.
is...
I mean, his first 3, but he also has Azelf, Volcanion, and Toxicroak. Toxicroak is a really good offensive one. I know people don't draft a lot, but it also got that D move, which is actually really nice on it. Because it fits in with his points phenomenally. Because then he doesn't have like Z like Umbreon, which is not a Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, going into Toxicroak as my final pick, that's kind of what I was thinking, was just the fact that I knew I wanted Salamence as my 1Z user, so my other user had to be 8 points or below, and there wasn't a ton available, and I knew I needed a fighting type still. I wasn't actually planning on picking up a poison type this draft, just because there was not much left. But I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was someone in the call or not. I think it might have been. I think it was Bronson.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was talking. You're the one to point out Hariyama and Toxicroak as being in tier for 0.7, and it fits in almost perfectly. Like it just leaves over 1 extra point, and then it gives me 2. I have 2 because overboard because like Tangrowth, Porygon 2. And speed here, but you're not gonna be running it fast every week.
Also, what it does, it gives you a T-Spike immunity, which is really nice. Your team is so bulky as it is, like Umbreon, Quag, Tangrowth, Porygon does not appreciate T-Spikes whatsoever. So if you can just get rid of them, even if like it just stops like one mon from getting, even if it stops like a mon like Tangrowth from getting toxic, it really really helps it just because like Tangrowth is not a mon that wants to get toxic. It doesn't like residual damage most of the time. You're running assault vest variant.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that it was helpful to grab UD, especially since before anyone else meant already, and everyone has talked about in their power rankings, I don't have the best, because I do have 3 defoggers, but 2 of them are weak to rocks, being Selmas and the King, and I won't really be running defog on too much. Scissor's a good defogger, but again, it's like a move slot you don't necessarily want to waste every week. And then Mega Diancie can bounce back hazards, but it's not necessarily...
Mega Diancie is not a switch into hardly anything that gets rocks either.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, when I drafted it, that was not. I don't plan on using it as a bounce back ever.
It's useful in scenarios.
Yeah, now it's my turn to talk.
You interrupt it all the time. Okay, go ahead.
I personally was not a fan at all.
You just have a feeling about it.
There's something about it I don't like. But course, there's a lot of in room for offense, but I mean there is room for some offense. And Scoot's gone.
Well, we tried.
Rest in peace.
Good talk.
Your
Well-
defoggers, you have scissor. No, your hazard removal in general. Salamence and Scissor.
Like-
You're not going to be using Salamence defogger anytime soon. And Scissor is your only good option.
I'm
I
gonna
mean-
make it a new meta. Just don't worry about
What
it.
do you want?
I would like to point out, I think it was the season I was in, season 4. There was 1 week where the guy brought Defog Dragon Dance Mence. He absolutely destroyed someone
Okay.
with that. So I mean,
We're not
it
talking
died.
about we're not talking about season 4. We're talking about this season, him in general. I don't
I
think
know. I'm just saying. I'm simply
If he
saying.
wants to bring it, he can go ahead and do
Defog-
it, but
Defog
into
Mence.
my
I
last-
mean, that's not completely.
Yeah, it's not a great choice, but going into my last 4 picks, I did obviously see that like, hey, I should get some more removal, but there wasn't anything very well, and just the way that I planned on playing this team, especially I wasn't planning on grabbing Volcanion either, going into the last couple picks, so that was my only really weakness to Stealth Rocks, which is obviously the main hazard. They can be Salamence, which I can work around that, and then I do have Scissor for defog. In general, I feel like my team, if there's a couple weeks I was looking through, and in those weeks that people have pretty good Toxic Spike stack, I don't feel bad about bringing defog and Scissor just against their team. So I was kind of looking ahead a little bit, and I don't think we'll see. It might come back to bite me in the butt later.
so that's why I put
You lack some
uh,
things, but you do have some things.
We're being very specific
No.
tonight, guys. We got
you lack actually a lot of things, and that's why I put you at a really low 15.
Good
Oh, yeah,
lord.
for sure. I don't disagree. I'm not too worried about not having removal or hazard set up. It's just season. It's not going to be a huge issue. And like I said, if I do need, part of the reason I picked up ASL is just if I do want a rocker, it's there because I'd rather use that over Mega Diancie. And then it's obviously got some good offense to back it up. So you don't necessarily have to just have it be a designated rock, or you can have it be a rock. On top of it, like I said, I don't mind running defog and Scissor. They're actually drafted it was because of the fact that it went really well with Salamence and Mega Nancy, but it also had that option. It doesn't have the best synergy in that sense, but it works well the way I plan on playing. That's why I feel like it won't be as big an issue as I think it looks like.
All right.
All right.
Your spot's still not changing, by the way. It's still going to be 15. So
Oh no, I'm 15. I won the league, so I'm gunning for it.
All right. Time to move on to Toronto, aka Noodles team.
Before we even get started, I'm just gonna go and say this team was my last in my power rankings. I think almost everyone's.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna spoil it right now. Yeah, he's the last on my power rankings as well.
Look at his team.
I mean, you can't sleep on the fact that he does have stuff like Garchomp, Mega Alakazam, Zoomro, some really top tier offensive threats,
Yeah.
but has too much as far as dual typings and dual weaknesses
Yeah, this
all
draft,
over the place.
Yeah. Also, those big threats, though.
what?
Never mind.
I-
Ignore me. I was about to say they're slow, but then I realized, oh wait, that's a Garchomp and that's a Mega Alakazam.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
you're not really outspeeding a Mega Alakazam without a Scarf. It's not happening.
I mean, I see 2 good mons on his team, and then he has a bunch of random mons.
I see
Yeah,
about two
I'll-
good
I'll-
mods on his team.
I'll say his draft actually doesn't look all that bad until you look at those last 3. I think if he had changed his last 3 picks, it could have been better. Because even before then, it wasn't my favorite team ever, but it wasn't horrible. He didn't have a ton of dual typings or dual weaknesses. He could have really
I
patched them
agree.
up with those last 3.
I agree.
I
Before
don't
it was
really-
actually AAA. Shut up! It's my turn.
Oh, okay. I mean, you talk all the time anyway. All right, go ahead.
But I do agree. His draft isn't all that bad until you get to the final mods. His hazard removal. He has a Skarmory and a Hitmontop.
Not good hazard removal
Bad
because
mon.
Hitmontop is not a good Pokemon in my opinion. Plus, if you have
Yeah, I agree. Out of all spinners, why did he choose Hitmontop though?
I don't-
I'll be honest. I just know that there's a lot in that same point range available still. That on top, I've used probably 5 or 6 times throughout the last 3 years or whatever, and it's not horrible. But as far as
No,
Mostly, if it's your, it's just not a good thing.
no recovery, plus it's pretty weak. Cause like besides close combat, nothing else. It doesn't really have ice punch or anything like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, its best use is as like moves to pick off stuff that's not expecting it. Like other than that, it's really not that useful.
Like it has like bullet punch and mock punch if you want to do that, I guess. Just like, but there's so many better fighting types out there. And like, even for bringing it just for rapid spin, I mean, you should bring a mon literally just for rapid spin, which is a waste of a mon in my opinion. And also, since your Star Mage your defogger, that means you're gonna defrog your own spikes and stealth rocks in the first place. So it's kind of like a net negative, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with what you said about him on top being like having to bring it just for a rabbit spinner. Like in all the times I've used it, I think on like half of those teams, it was like my only rabbit spinner, and it happened a lot where like I look at a team matchup and like I'd be like, oh, I should probably bring rapid spin, and it forces you to bring just for that reason, even if it doesn't have a good matchup.
Right. Which really.
I just want to know why he decided to draft triple water.
Because he likes water types.
Okay.
Even then, Azumarill, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't taken at that point.
Yeah, honestly, like around 6 Zoom roll, that's like a really nice pickup.
It's decent,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, but Barrel's not really a water type, really. Like, it has water typing, but it's not really.
Gets Waterfall, okay, and Aqua Jet. I think that's good enough.
It gets
Yeah.
simplified.
But honestly, like I don't see a problem with drafting double or even triple of a type if it really fits in your team. But Polytoad just seems so weird when he picked it because I mean, Azumarill, like yeah, you can boost its water moves, but it's not really getting any super great benefit from it.
And it's not.
And as
it's
far
not
as, like-
His entire team is not benefiting from rain whatsoever. And
Yeah, I mean, he has 3 things. I mean, he has dual steel too, and then Amoonguss. So like, Megas. So yeah, you can weaken water or fire type moves on them, but it's really like overall, I don't think it's worth it in any word to take Polytoad just for that.
you can draft just the multiple mons of the same type all you want, as long as it fits. But these mons just don't fit on his team well at all.
like an example of mons that like fit on teams and like the same type are like if someone drafts like Licky Licky and Linoon, they do very different things and they usually won't come in both games. And even if they do, Linoon is such a mon that like you only bring Linoon to belly no. So and you only bring Linoon if it has a good matchup, obviously. So like it's only gonna happen if it has a good matchup. So like they do very different things. They don't. You shouldn't drop a mon that does the exact same thing, which Linoon and whatever I just said, Licky don't. But like a team like, I mean, they all do different things. But like the Barrel and Azu do like the exact same thing differently. But like
Right.
Yeah, they set up in the Aqua Jet. That's like their main use. Like,
Yeah.
and the other thing to note too is the fact that he has not yet chosen his Z users, as far as I know. It's not in the doc, and I was just looking through the Z move tab in our Discord, and I don't that. So it'll be interesting to see what.
I mean, his user is Azu, and
I say he's either gonna go Azu or Garchomp is this Azu.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, you
better?
gotta-
Listen, probably like with our points he has left over, he's probably gonna give it to like Bibarel, and like maybe if he has extra points, like just another Mon too. But it really his Z move in lower tiers, especially because like I said, if he does go something high tier like Garchomp or Azu as one of his Z users, he really does not have a good low tier Z user outside Bibarel, which is okay.
well, like you're not gonna bring Bibarel every game though, which is the problem.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's one of those monsters because he wants to, not because it's good.
Yeah. All right. I think we talked.
I mean, that's that for me, but for Samurott, so
yeah, but like it's different because his team's bad and your team is not bad.
I would agree. I would-
okay. Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah,
His
like,
team is
I-
dead last in pretty much everybody's power ranking
I say, I
right
think the
now.
highest-
He can
I
make
think the highest
many
he got was-
transactions.
You know, hey guys, just so you know, this is going to take a long time if we cover every single person. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like no one's going out at 11 o'clock. If anyone are, good for you. But
I'd say, I mean, we have one if we just do a lot less talking, but if not, we can just skip around to wherever else we want.
I mean, there's like not none. There's like 5 of us here, and we all talk a lot, especially me. Let's have Andy talk.
Okay, I just want to say this about Dargan's team. It is pretty cancerous. All right, let's move on to my team. We got
Yeah.
Manaphy, Raikou, Kyurem, Mega Arrow, Hitmonlee, Scolipede, Gramble, Celebi, Chandelure, and Abomasnow.
This is what we call a good fighting type.
Okay.
Hitmonlee. Okay, yeah.
Now that's a fighting type right there.
Not Hitmontop.
Yeah, like I thought about.
He drafted.
Yeah, everyone was getting on my back about taking Gliscor round 1, and it's just like, come on, guys, I just wanted it. Like, let me live.
Score, I wanted it.
I'll say this, like, it is the same thing as my Salamence, where, like, I want that one just to make sure I got it.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone else would even thought one. This is definitely a very surprising.
Right. I mean, he justifies it by just saying he wants it, which no one can argue with, which is fine. And then he took Manaphy round 2, which is a phenomenal Z user. And then, you know, Raikou's a good mod. I think it's kind of overpriced for what it does, because it usually gives a kind of like electric type, but it still has good support with like Calm Mind, dual screens. I think it gets Yawn. Has a decent move pool, and power, and then you also have Aura Spear and stuff like Extra Sensory, which is also nice. You're gonna use them on there. You can't just use it, because if using it just for like Volt Switch shenanigans the whole time, I feel like it's kind of wasted.
Right.
We gotta see. We gotta see how Andy does it. Kim's a nice mod, pretty bulky. Mega Aerodactyl is amazing. Hitmonlee's a good fighting type. A lot of support moves, not support moves, but a lot of sets it can bring, which is also very nice. Scolipede is a really good mod, especially with Z moves. I know he doesn't have Z moves, but it's still a really good mod with Sword Stance and the Life Orb for attack.
Oh yeah.
Also can hazard stack, because he doesn't have a lot of hazard stack besides.
Yeah.
Scolipede, besides Celebi Stealth Rock, and then Gliscor Stealth Rock, and then Aerodactyl Stealth Rock. But besides that, Q-Spikes and Spikes are really nice for the team, because it supports it well. Gramble's a Z user, just wanted to make it a Z user, it's fine.
Hi, Joyce.
Z
I don't
Gramble
think he
just makes
could
me so
really
happy.
afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I
He
didn't.
drafted Gramble.
I didn't like prioritize my Z points well. With like, I knew I wanted Manaphy, and then I got to the bottom. I'm like, oh, who else could I even make Zmon? Then I saw Granbull. I was like, okay, I can make this work.
Kind of.
I thought you'd honestly. I honestly thought he was gonna do Z Abomasnow, but
It's not. I don't think he'll bring it in enough games for it to make it worth.
Right.
And then he has Celebi, which is very nice, mon. Celebi has a lot of support moves based on 100 across the board. Chandler is a good mon, especially for a fire type. It's really strong, and then he has Abomasnow. Abomasnow is a good, like, last pick. It can come to, like, 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing to note is his speed, like, options are so good because of the fact that obviously Mega Aerodactyl is crazy fast. Scolipede after a speed boost gets really fast. Hitmonlee after Unburden gets crazy fast, and then just stuff like Raikou is already fast. Kyurem Scarf and same thing as like Chandelure are both like really good scarfers. Celebi is a fine scarfer. Like you're not going to outpace his team in speed.
there is one sort of criticism I have about the team, though.
It has
think
to
just look at his team. Oh, I was gonna say, look at his team and look at how many rock resists he have.
How's that a bad thing?
I mean,
rocks, they hit Kyurem, Mega Arrow,
Oh, you said rock-
Scolipede, Chandelure, Abomasnow,
Oh,
and then
you said rock resist. That's why I was confused.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't help that his only rock resist is Hitmonlee, but I mean,
No, no.
like his.
No, I know. Just like you said, you look how many good rock resists he has, and then like I was confused. Well, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if someone is able to keep rocks up against your team, Andy, it's gonna hurt.
yeah.
Also, look at fairy types
Chelsea.
and look at your, let's see here. Switchins.
What's his steel type?
None.
He doesn't have one.
He has.
I don't think he has
steel
one.
type.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
I was extremely surprised that you didn't have any steel type whatsoever. Because, fairy types can really come along and smack you now, so, you gotta prep hard for that.
It's looking like Spec Sylveon fodder.
That's what I was saying. Spexilion, his switch-ins are not really switch-ins anymore.
I mean, he's got a good fairy resistance Scolipede. It's a fairy
But
resist.
that's
That-
it.
And that's a fairy resist. It still takes like 50 from Specs Hyper Voice, so
That's
let's
true.
just say that.
At least it's a really good fairy. Like it's really good at scaring out fairies because not very many fairies want to take like a life orb or a banded poison jab from a Scolipede.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and with that, I'm just gonna get on with the where I ranked you. There are better teams that I thought were better teams. So I just put you at 11.
All right.
He ranked me one below Andy. Crazy.
Not bad. All right.
I was gonna say I'm pulling up mine right now. It looks like I put you at 13 as well. Like I actually really like a lot of your mons, but I just felt like there's
I
way too
didn't
many
say 13.
shared weaknesses, and having no steel type was a huge issue for me just because I feel like steel types are so valuable in draft.
Steel types are so valuable, and in a league that I was in, my steel type was Cobalion, and spoiler, Cobalion isn't a steel type. I know it has steel typing, but it's not type. Trust me, just trust me. It's
What?
not.
Okay.
Are you serious?
It's not a steel. I don't want it. It's not a steel type. Trust me.
All
What's
right.
not a
It's-
steel
it's-
type, huh?
It's
A
pure,
Cobalion
it's
is
pure
a
fighting.
steel. It's a steel type that doesn't resist fairy.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, is what he's saying. So, okay. Now we did have Curtis here earlier. Do we want to go over his team?
It's
I would like to go over his team just because I love this how strange his team is. Like it just gives me such joy.
okay. It's basically the
Whoa.
same as his NNDL team, which is kind of crazy, but
Yeah, it is a little better in quite a few spots. Like in his original team, he was supposed to have Buzzwole, but that was taken. So he got that now. Yeah, he had Turtonator last time too.
yeah.
I just love the fact that he both drafted and made it a Z-Mon. Like it's such like a mon you don't see very much of, and he went all out.
He did.
Hey, he brings it and gets a sweep with it. I'll respect it. Till then,
As
all right.
I watch him play because I don't have to worry about it. I don't play him, but I really wish I did, just because like we really wanted to face each other when he has Snorlax. But
yeah, Snorlax is a Snorlax guy.
Yep.
yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
Okay.
Maybe in finals.
Exactly. That's like there's a lot of people like I wanted to play, I'm just not gonna be able to play, but finals. That's what I'm aiming for. Let's go with that.
All right. We done with Curtis?
Okay, so anyways, yeah. Did anyone have anything they wanted to say about Curtis's team?
Okay.
As a Snorlax fan, I gotta say I respect the round one Snorlax. It's a little bit, but just like the stuff that he has behind it, like he has one of the might be the craziest offensive cores, just because they don't necessarily like mesh together. But you can't sleep on the fact that he dismantled and Rantar, Buzzwole, Excadrill as physical attackers, and then he has a Xurkitree with like a sky high, like what is it, like 170 special attack.
Yeah.
Tom right now.
Yeah.
His offensive options, he has some crazy breakers, but nothing on his team blends very well at all. So like, he's not he didn't make it to try and blow.
Okay.
What? Just
I
kind
What
of,
did he?
he faded out for me.
So,
Yeah, he's same for me.
Oh, I faded out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Yep.
my bad.
I guess.
But either way, yeah.
So this is how I envision Curtis when he drafts it, okay? So he goes to random Pokemon generator and clicks it. And then like physical attacker, high physical attack, put it on. Oh, another physical mon, put it on. It was really hard to get him to draft Togekiss. It was really hard. Because if he didn't have it, he had no ground in me. Besides, which isn't really the ground in me.
Yeah. I laugh at doing when you look at his
I
team
don't-
is the fact that his first 5 mons are all physical, and then he has a Dusclops, which is just like it's a wall of Eevee. His
Right.
last 5 mons are all special. I mean, Lurantis, Sasmatoad. But overall, they're all good.
I'll be honest, I've never seen a Lurantis.
So, I'm just gonna say what I ranked him. I ranked him number 9, okay?
Okay.
No, that's a little bit down.
I ranked him
Okay.
1 below St. Louis. So.
All right. Anyway, Ryan,
Man, actually.
like we said about Ryan, he's got a bunch of breakers, and then bulk in like Ferrothorn, Donphin.
His offensive pressure, and he has his Z move in Espeon. He's got a ton of offensive pressure on his team. I honestly think it's one of the better teams drafted.
I will agree. Like especially
Yeah.
There
offensively,
is
it
one pretty big problem, however.
Is it stealth?
Stealth Rocks, yes, that's a pretty big problem on his team. Kyurem Black, Thundurus, Blacephalon, and Yanmega.
Yanmega.
Mega Gyarados before it becomes Mega.
And what's his hazard removal again? Thunderous,
Yanmega,
Donphan.
Thunderstarian, and Donphin.
Alright,
Hey,
so Thunder-
can't forget about that.
And to set up hazards, he's got Regirock. Okay, no, never mind. He's got actually a pretty good amount of hazard setters.
his removal is Donphan.
No, he's got more
Yeah.
removals,
Comp-
but like...
Comfey doesn't even get defog. I don't think.
Donphin is his most reliable
pretty sure it does. I'll check it out.
remover.
I don't think
I mean,
Donphan
Thundurus does have defog, yeah, but it's not as reliable.
it's not a defense. You don't draft it for defense, it's just hazard. You'll bring it a couple times. maybe like
It
once
can
a
be a
game.
defogger, yeah.
Well, you won't,
If he needs to run it, then yeah, he can run defog.
but like, it's not something you're gonna... It's not something you
It's not
want.
something it's not something you run defog on, but it's the same case as Salamence. If he wants to run defog, he will run defog.
Corey, what's the verdict? Does he get defog? Because I haven't seen.
Something does get defog.
Oh, it does get defog. Okay.
What-
Okay.
All right.
It's not a bad defogger. Like from what I've seen, I mean, because it does get like synthesis and draining kits to like boost itself back up in health. It's not horrible because it can switch in and out a couple times, but it's obviously not like a super high tier defogger by any means.
Right. I mean, he could run defog Yanmega, but I don't think that's one of Yanmega's better uses. So.
Defog Yanmega, that's my favorite.
Okay, but
Alright.
really, is there much more to say about his team?
I think we covered it pretty well.
I
Yeah.
think we're good.
Goldenrod, who is Skyrise, got a powerful looking squad.
Z move Dragonite, Mew, Suicune, who just from my experiences in the draft, it's pretty nice.
Whoa.
Darmanitan. It's some power.
Yeah, he did snipe me pretty hard in at the Mantan. Like honestly, that was like the only fire type I was got stuck with Volcanion at the end, which isn't bad. But like that was the one fire type I actually wanted.
I see he has the steel type that isn't a steel type.
Wait, what one is it?
He has
Cobalion.
Cobalion.
Ah,
And notice that because he has the steel type that isn't a steel type, he actually has Clefairy resistance.
Darmanitan, what do you mean?
Oh, I don't think that's taking a pixelate return or play rough.
All right.
Anyways,
fair enough. Who is are we done talking about Sky? Or
I think we did.
all right. Saint Kilda. Who is that?
That's
Wait,
bacon.
whoa, I didn't say what I ranked him.
Oh, go ahead.
I just ranked him number 8.
Okay.
Got it.
okay.
There you go. Go
Saint-
I ranked him number 8.
Saint Kilda is bacon. You said.
Is bacon good? Is that what you said?
Saint Kilda is bacon.
Chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bacon.
Okay.
Well, he has Z move Celesteela,
That's
Megalodi,
And
Damn,
Megalodios. Good lord, what a core.
Entei. He's got all these wall breakers.
His team's really good. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would
Again,
agree.
Yeah, it's a really standout team. Also something I think is one of them.
Didn't
Yeah,
he?
I'll say, like, just from personal experience, right now in one of my other leagues, I have Celesteela with Megalodios. And the two of them combined, like, unless you have a crazy strong ice type, which I think you're in black, and Weavile, that if I think Weavile has to be set up to beat them, and then Kieran Black, just you have to, like, have the right moveset. But there's not much that wants to take on those two together type, and it's good.
Oh, I was going to say, does Crustle get Rapid Spin?
No,
But-
I don't. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking of Armaldo. when your defoggers are Mega Latios and Superior, though, that's the only real flaw I see about it, honestly.
Yeah,
just the hazard
because he
removal,
doesn't
but-
have any rapid spinner, and then he has just 2 defoggers. But granted, his team 2 overall, his only mon weak to is Crustle, which is going to be coming every week, and then Entei. So
Yeah,
too much, but it might hurt him, especially if someone's like going to stack like Toxic Spikes or Spikes.
true.
You already know what I'm gonna do. All the hazards. Anyways,
Didn't he snipe a Alolan Raichu from like Bren or something?
I don't think so.
Wait a second, we're on St. Kilda?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh. Well, did I already say what I ranked Goldenrod?
Wasn't
I don't
he
know.
8?
No, that's what I ranked RB.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
I ranked Goldenrod number 2, actually.
Oh really?
Oh,
I had Goldenrod at 8, and then I had that tipped over him too. But
Okay. well,
what'd you rank
I
St.
guess
Kilda,
not.
Spazzy?
Kilda? What did I rank it? I ranked it 10.
what?
I put St. Kilda at 7, and I'll agree that like it just with the fact that he does have some crazy breakers and stuff, but he is lacking. Like I feel like the team just doesn't quite mesh as much as I wish it did.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite that crazy Mega Latios Cella score. All right, Portland, Bronson, what do you got?
Oh, okay. I like my team.
Okay.
I hope you do.
Okay. Well, can you give us a little more exposition than that?
Yes. Okay. So, I don't really know what I wanted, but Lopunny was there, and I never dropped Lop, and Lop was a cool mon, so I picked it. And it
Okay.
has no resistance to anything, because if it resists Ghost, or not Ghost, if it resists Fighting, it doesn't resist Normal, so that's cool. Torrentie's fast, and it's gonna miss Hurricanes, but
Okay.
it's a good mon.
You already know.
I'm cooking out a cool mon because it's a ground type, and I like Pursuit Trap because it's really nice and handy to have on teams. Arcanine's good, fat fighting. No.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, fire. Arcanine's such a really good, it's a really good mon. Metagross is a really good steal. Metagross is actually a steal. And then I wanted a fairy type, so I got Sylveon, which is a good wish support. And I got, speaking of wish, I also have Alamola, which is a good water.
Oh gosh.
And then Guja's my dragon type. And then Vileplume for T-Spikes, and it's also a really nice niche mod. And
Alright.
then we have Kevin Durant, the Durant,
Not
which
bad.
which is a really nice mod, especially with Z moves. And then I have Electabuzz, which I wanted Stunfisk, but someone took it. I don't remember who it was. I think it was you, Andy.
It was Goldenrod.
No, Goldenrod took Stunfisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to Stunfisk.
Before we get into like anything more on your team, I just want to point out that if you're worried about missing Hurricanes, that's nothing. People miss every move you needed to make.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Like if you're worried about missing Hurricanes, just stop worrying about that, because if you bring Durant, every single move that you needed to hit. So
Oh, I know.
It's okay. That's why he made it his Z move mod, so he gets at least one hit
I
off.
get one hit. I'll get one hit.
that's how he made the 2 mons that missed on his team were both the Z mons. Because
Yeah.
I had 2 seasons in a row in one of my other leagues, and both times, like it hits hard, and it's not a bad mon by any means. But I think I lost between those 2 seasons. It's probably a total of like I could have won if Durant hit. Like,
Rip.
it's gonna let you down at some point, and honestly, I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be excited.
He's got
Okay.
that.
Yes,
Got that high jump kick too.
Oh,
love
yeah.
your team overall. Like, it's good.
I jump kick, Stone Edge miss, Hurricane miss. I'm excited.
You should just be called the Portland Misses or something. You just gotta change your name. But
Yeah.
outside of that, like honestly, I love your team. Really good course going. Megalopine and Torrent T is scary, and they resist some stuff. Like I mean, Torrent T is really nice for a fighting switch in. Like you got some really nice stuff. Wish support. You got decent hazard stairs, and I mean you got Crook and Megrox. Like you said, you have T-Spikes. Does it get T-Spikes too?
What does?
Does Vileplume get Toxic Spikes or just absorb them?
Not just so.
But like overall, like I have you ranked at 5 rankings. Like the teams number 2 through 5 are all pretty interchangeable. But the one thing I think that hurts your team is like I don't like your speed tiers that much, because I feel like you have a lot of really good bolt like Sylveon, they're all really, really slow. And then you have stuff like Megalop, Tornadus T, and Durant, they're all pretty fast. Like, you're really only Dons.
I mean, the one thing
I like the buzz.
about my speed too is that I dropped from like 135 to like like 110 something.
I think Megalop is like what'd you say? Like,
135.
yeah, 135. I think Tornadus T isn't it like 121?
Yeah.
121, and then I go to
Durant's at 109.
109, and then I drop to what's at like 90, 100 somewhere.
I think it's 105.
Right, yeah,
It's-
105, and then
yeah.
I drop to Truck, it's like 92, Arcanine's like 90 or 95, and then I drop to Gujo, which is 80, which is low by an E-man stand.
Wait, I thought Goodra was 70.
No.
Gujo 80.
I think it's 70. Your speed tier's not bad. Like, you have things in like the right tier. My biggest issue is just the fact that
Yeah.
like you're not going to be running a super fast like Crocodile or Arcanine or stuff that's like in that mid speed tier range every week. And the best mid speed tier range is Electabuzz, which is not going to be coming every week either. You're going to be mons, a lot of really slow mons, which can get kind of abused by like spec, because of the fact that they can bring in specs users on like their slow ones, and if they can break it, you don't really have like a good switch in. And
Right.
then Scarfer can now speed if you're not Scarf yourself. And
Right.
from experience, Tornadus T is not the best Scarf for it. Same thing with obviously like Megalop can't be Scarf. And then
Right.
it's okay Scarf, but it's much better if you can run like Home Claws or something.
Right. I mean, yeah, and also, just a bunch of mons I'm really comfortable with, and I think even with my hazard weakness being Torn, being my removal, I feel like I can make it work. Because like, unless I'm playing a team which has a really good hazard stack, like Andy's team with Scolipede, I feel like hazard won't be that big of a deal. Yes, I do take 25% from rocks with Arcanine and something else in Torn. But like Torn has Regenerator obviously, which will help. Which is that.
Yeah, I see
You
what you
got a
mean.
lot of wish passing.
Yeah, when I was doing your power ranking for your team, like, that's one thing I did note is like the fact that you do have just the one remover in Torn T, which is also weak to Rock Generator, and then Arcanine's weak to Rocks, but it has its own recovery, and then you do have two masters that really help out.
I get double wish.
Oh, it seems like almost unanimously everyone is putting A1's team like at the top somewhere.
Yeah, like I am at number 1. I think the lowest he's been is like 3.
I can
Yeah.
see why too.
A1 team is phenomenal.
I wanted Mega Gallade, but A1 took it first round, rip.
You could have taken it if you didn't take Life
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
Hey, you kind of got him back anyways. Like, you took one of his mons. I took one of his mons. It was
I took one of his mons.
We all took one of his
Yeah,
mons.
how did everyone
Yeah,
snipe? How did everyone snipe A1? Yet he still ended up with one of the best teams. Tell me how that
I
happened.
don't know.
He improvised extremely well.
Yeah, it really didn't seem to hurt him all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are almost no flaws to his team whatsoever, and I cannot actually find any. There is something about this team that I do like.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, he's
it's
got
pretty much
Mega
all.
Gallade and Zimu Volcarona. Good luck finding something that beats both of them.
Yeah.
Chance is gonna be beating them offensively because you're not gonna check them defensively.
I mean,
Yeah.
Coco could do something.
I think Mega Gallade is still specially bulky enough to live a Thunderbolt or a Gasoline.
Oh, it definitely is. Its special defense is like 110 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already know what I
Mhm.
ranked it.
What'd you rank it,
Yeah.
Spazzy?
I ranked it number 1.
Hey.
Yay, Spazzy.
Definitely. Yeah. Honestly, when I look at all these other teams, A1 team really seemed like the only one that would cut the number 1 spot for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we move on to Wakanosa now?
Yep.
Who's that?
Bren.
Ah,
That's
okay.
correct. You know, the guy who hates Porygon 2 with a passion.
Yep.
Oh,
He
everything.
actually me to be a better person.
He also really likes Napoleon.
True.
Anyways, he got Z Coco. That's pretty nice. Could have gone Z Infernape too. That gets a lot of moves that take.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I tried to actually convince something to do with Z and Fern. I feel like it's a better Zmon, but Coco with Z, you can't run very easily to that because it's gonna hit pretty dang hard.
Yep.
They're both phenomenal Z users.
He's got a nice bulky core, Milotic, Megafeed, Latias, Sharpedo. No, not Sharpedo. That's definitely not bulky.
You haven't heard
yeah.
the nice assault vest Sharpedo? It's
Rough skin too.
best.
Oh, okay. Then, anyways, yeah, he's got that nice Milotic, Venusaur, Latias, Alphagrigus, Staka core. It has a lot of defensive mons, but he also has plenty of. Well, Dodrio, I would consider a decent offensive mon, to be honest.
Dodrio's good.
It's
Yeah.
got nice setup.
It's got base 110 speed. It can run Brave Bird and Jump Kick, and then still have options like Sword Dance, U-Turn, Turn, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I think he's got good offensive options.
Dodrio's a clone.
Definitely. Spazzy, what'd you rank it?
Just below AAA and 13.
Okay. I probably would
Rank.
say a little higher, but
I am ranked at 9.
I would have him ranked pretty high.
Oh, I just found better teams is all.
all right.
Okay. So next we have one of the only two teams that opted to go for 10 mons instead of 11.
Does he still have 2 points left?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he could have gotten something else.
And that's one of the reasons I did rank him a little lower than I would have. Probably it's just the fact that I felt like he could have just added one more mon and just to like force opponents to prep for one more thing. and he
Yeah,
just
like
didn't.
what? Why would you? You have 2 points. Why not just get something?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's that nice. Wait, what's available in the 2-point range?
Albalug, Clefairy,
Arbok.
Well, Arbok gets taken on
And,
by
I mean,
Lando.
there's some alright stuff. Like
regular Pinsir.
He could have picked quite a few things that could add something up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he can always add that on later game.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure he could.
But he wasted the transaction though.
Anyway, onto the team
Okay,
itself.
Why is this offensive pressure the team?
He's got a
That's
bunch
why I
of
like-
love it. I love offense like that.
he's got a bunch of offense and then good old Mantine.
Just random Mantine has his sole bulky. Well, I mean, Keldeo has okay bulk.
This
And
team
Mega.
would have been so much better had he not decided to draft Bug Trio and Rampardos as his rosters.
Lampado's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good though.
Probably could have used one more hazard setter somewhere in there. He could have used that. He could have used his last 2 points on something that like gets spikes or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where like I think that's one of the big things too. Is just like he could have at least gotten some form of like hazard setting or just something to like make your opponents prep for that at least.
yeah.
But otherwise, his team is very scary offensively.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But it seems a little more like hyper offense compared to some of the other teams here. So I think that's going to make him a little more his team a little more predictional.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah, I
that.
can see that.
Spazzy, what'd you
I
rank
mean,
him?
it's not. It's
I ranked him number 6.
Okay.
it's a pretty good team, and I mean, that's kind of what hyper offense is about, being very predictional lines. I mean, but I don't know how good that is in a draft format.
All right. And now, time to move on to the one and only Friday Harbor Zangoose.
I want to sleep. Okay, hold on. I'll explain it. I had absolutely no draft plan whatsoever, so I just
can
got
tell.
whatever was there. Just start off.
Wow.
So, wow.
How,
Okay.
how do you have no plan but end up with the infamous Zardex Bulu plus bulky water?
See, I usually have my plan. Think of it like a tree.
Alright, you're
think of it
getting
like
way
a
too
tree.
metaphysical for this kind of video.
Once I see one mon, I see a bunch of other possibilities that spread out, like that I could go for,
Okay.
and that's pretty much my game plan right there. I just picked one mon that seemed really good, and I just went from there.
I mean,
Fair
it's a good team. Like, I'm seeing you get like Rabombi
yeah.
and Electros early, and then like even like good stuff later down the line too. And then you pick Rabombi and Terrakion as your Zmons. Both pretty commanding.
Z-Track. Scary. Like,
Zardex, Bulu, and Empoleon make up both his Fire, Water, Grass core and his Fairy Seal Dragon core. I don't
Yeah.
know how
It's
to
not
think
exactly
about that,
a good thing.
I say it's both a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion, because like then you do have pretty much both cores every week. Since like I'm guessing you're probably gonna bring all three of those almost every week, just because they fit so well. But then in case like
though, I do have like Jellicent as well.
that's true. Like you do
so-
have other stuff outside of that you could bring if you wanted to, which is why I didn't think it was that big of an issue. Is because you do have other stuff that backs it up really well to make it like some teams that do that. They do that and they think, oh, I'm fine, and they just grab a bunch of random stuff to like back that up, but they don't do a very good job of building it. Whereas I think you back yours up enough where it really isn't going to be an issue.
I agree.
Yeah,
Hey.
honest, and again, probably one of the better teams here.
Yeah.
I'd say top 5.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had you ranked at 3. Like I said, my top couple spots besides Gainesville had number 1. Like,
Where'd you rank yourself?
good to
have a good team sometimes when I try.
What'd you rank? What'd you rank
Yeah,
yourself
remember
as?
when he drafted Stall Season 4?
No, shut up.
What'd you rank yourself at, Spazzy?
I almost ranked myself
Anyway.
2, but then I realized that that's a little much, and I like Goldenrod's a little better, so I ranked myself number 3.
Okay.
We got 2 teams left, one of them being the New York Cosmogs.
Who is Phantom Base?
And he has stuff. Zygarde, 50% with the Z move. That's always scary.
Yep.
Clefable, which can potentially 1v1 almost anything.
True.
Um,
Oh my lord.
Greninja.
Yeah, I
We
never
got
saw this. I
Greninja.
never saw this team till right now, and good lord, it is scary.
yes, it is.
Yeah. He got Greninja, which gets 20 billion different moves. Lego, Bronzong, Beat. Oh, I was gonna say Skyman, but that's Shane. Silvally, who can't you use all the forms if you draft Silvally?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so that's pretty. Then we got Lucario, Z-Move Drifter, and Mega Glade.
I
So
gotta give him props because Mega Glalie is beast.
Megalele is big.
yeah,
I was honestly like really looking forward to facing it when I played him.
I'm back.
Oh, well,
Okay, so
hi.
I ranked them pretty high actually. Yeah, I ranked them 5.
Who are we talking about?
I ranked them number 2.
Oh, Phantom Base.
We're talking about the Cosmogs.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
really
ranked it number 5.
I guess the only thing I don't really like about the Cosmogs, I guess it's just that when you have Greninja as first speed, and then the next thing you go down to is Nidoran. So
Yeah, he
it's-
does have kind of a gap there, that's one of the things. Doesn't.
I could see.
So obviously-
Yeah.
a lot of his mons are really in the base 80 to 100 speed tier though, so that can also be a good thing because you can it can be a little easier to decide who you want to be Scarf or who do you want to be a little slower for this extra bulk.
Oh yeah, I agreed.
So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Very good team overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, also something I'd agree is a team that's up there.
All right. Are we finally moving
Okay.
on to Blackmont Raicougars?
Yes, our fearless leaders.
Who unfortunately dipped early on.
Yep.
Yeah, I was hoping he would stay in and talk about his team, just because I actually wanted to hear what he had to say about
Yeah.
teams that managed to 11, which is fun.
Yep. So he revealed to us, but like sometime before this, that his he originally planned to have his team and how his team ended up is also pretty much completely different.
Yeah.
He got sniped though.
Yeah. I mean, his team, though, it's still pretty good despite how many times he did get sniped.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, how about that? He has some really nice Hazard, Arena, Zapdos, and Tapu Fini. Like, those are 3 very good removers, 2 defog, 1 spin. He has some nice setters. I mean, Nidoqueen gets rocks and toxic spikes. Heatran gets rocks. And then he has Licky.
Yeah, Licky, Palisand,
Yeah,
Heatran.
it's a real, like, you can't dispute that.
Yeah. Then he's got, and then got some nice breakers. Zimu Haxorus, I think that'd be considered a breaker at that point.
Yeah.
I think even just regular Hazardous.
Yeah.
And of course, he can always use Bandit or Life with Weavile. Mega Metacham, that's like the breaker.
Yeah, you're not.
Hope you drafted something. Hope you drafted Mega Sableye. Otherwise,
Yeah,
or Necrozma.
let me take a look. Let's see. What's my switch into a Mega Medicham? I have an Azelf. There we go. We're good.
Not bad.
Taking a nice 70 from high jump kick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's IC 1 and not right there.
Yeah, Mega Metacham in general. That's never easy to switch into if you don't have a bulky Psychic or Mega Sableye. So
This might be my favorite team, to be honest.
he's got a lot of neat stuff in this team. Nidoqueen was to be expected, to be honest. I know he likes drafting that mon, and he prefers that over Nidoking anyways.
Yep.
So,
Spazzy, are you still here, Spazzy, or did you dip? Where'd you rank Scoot?
Final place in the rankings, number 4.
Okay. Corey, you're cutting out.
yeah.
I think Corey's.
Am I back?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you are.
Yep. What'd you
Alright,
say? No.
I had him at number 4 as well.
Okay.
Okay. I'd rank it. I would rank him pretty high as well. I didn't do any power rankings, so I can't really say where I put him exactly, but his team's pretty good.
Well, that covers every team. What should we conclude on?
Well,
Groddle is 20
A1.
points.
Yeah, Groddle was 20 points for a moment. I wanted to get Zerora. I wanted him to see if he could do that somehow, but then he made it 18 points, and I had 17 points left at the time that I requested that. So yeah, thanks, Scoop.
Yeah, you always gotta give it up for that.
You could have afforded that actually at that time.
Yeah, I could have. That's why I was kind of excited when he said that. I thought I knew he was kidding, but if he had been serious for any reason, I could have taken it, and I would have.
Yeah, you would have definitely taken that over Jolteon.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I would have picked up and dropped Jolteon right away.
Other than that, and how I think it's pretty unanimously agreed, or almost unanimous, how A1's team is probably the best team. I don't really have anything else I have to say.
I think we pretty much covered everything we needed to cover.
All right. Well,
All right.
Bronson asked me to give him a shout out since he left, so here's your shout out, Bronson. I'll leave all the links to all these guys' channels in the description because they all have YouTube. You should all definitely check them all out.
Yeah,
I'm taking a
check
break.
out
Especially
I got
me
an announcement
for
on my
that.
channel, actually.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they understood none of that, but
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come watch videos taken on phone, no, it's trash.
all right.
Hey, if you want to watch videos that are going to be on a tablet, I know, amazing technology, you should come to my channel because I am recording Shrek the Third.
All right, you guys. So that's been the PBF Season 7 introduction. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to my my weekly battles. So until then, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Check these guys out and have a good day.